All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
It's me. I'm a children of all ages.
And I'm the old pet here. So.
Okay, great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is Free Comic Book Day. Here it is, the first Saturday in May, May 6, 2023. The best day of the year as far as the comic book fan goes.
Absolutely.
Really? Yeah, so we are here at Collector's Corner in Parkville, Maryland. We just stopped by earlier today at Cards, Comics, and Collectibles in Reisterstown, Maryland.
Yeah,
we got held up a little bit there because there were free hot dogs that we didn't know about.
And we had to both wolf down a hot dog.
Wolf down a hot dog and picked up some of the amazing deals because there was like 50% off trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Or trade paperback is a graphic novel, but yeah. Back issues.
I had to force one of the staff members to hunt down a very specific Archie comic for me.
You were able to find the cult of that Wilkin boy,
Yeah.
Archie horror. So. But we're here to just promote Free Comic Book Day. We want to make sure we get the word out about going out for Free Comic Book Day, supporting your local comic shop. You know, use as you're going out and doing things. Be sure to use the hashtag FCBD, hashtag Free Comic Book Day, hashtag SupportYourLCS, because mom and pop local comic shops, they are the lifeblood of this industry. They keep the fandom going, no matter what your fandom is. It could be Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Doctor Who, whatever. There's something at your local comic shop for everybody. But I say, first of all, I talked to Randy, the owner here, and he said that there's actually stuff outside around the building.
Oh, man. Yeah, they do free backlist here, don't they?
I think so, something like that. So I think, first of all, we should go around the building in the back and see what they have. Because this is extending beyond like the confines of just their brick and mortar store.
Right.
So let's go around out back and see what they have at the back of the store outside. Let me just switch around the camera angle here. There we go.
Get away from this busy road.
Yes. So also, as you're watching, please be sure to comment with where you are celebrating Free Comic Book Day. We want to shout out your friendly mom and pop local comic shop. So be sure to let us know where you are celebrating. So here we have.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow, they have them all set up out here.
Oh, sweet. They separated them by age rating in addition to using the color-coded logo on
Oh,
the top.
perfect. So yeah, tell us about the age rating on the titles, Ashton.
Yeah, so all of the titles with the little color-coded logo on top, the color tells you what the age rating of that book is. So if you see a blue one like this, it's teen, recommended for 13 and up. If you see a green one, here's an example of one of the green ones. That's all ages. That's for all readers, including your kiddos. It is kid-friendly. If you see a red one, think of it kind of like a stop sign. That's for mature readers, 18 and up.
Yep, and there's the representation of everything right there. Green, blue, and red. Stan Diamond is joining us, a good friend of ours from watching Previews World Weekly. Said, scared for the wind.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised they don't have any on top of these books.
Alex Cutler is saying, headed to Birmingham, Alabama now for some free comics. Let us know what your shop is, Alex. We'd like to give them a shout out here on the stream. So they say that around the building and in the back, there are some other comics. So we're going to head around the back and see what kind of stuff they have back here. They're keeping everyone safe on Free Comic Book Day.
It's important. You gotta keep the comments safe.
Here we go. Oh, wow. Look at this. So what do we got here? This says that please take 5 Free Comic Book Day comics and 20 free back issues. Back parking lot. Please bag your comics in thank you bags approved. So
25 free comics here.
yeah, so you can
5 of this year's titles and then 20 backlist titles.
Yeah, so it really, like, you check with each of your individual shops, because some shops, they're giving out a certain amount of comics. Some you can get all of the titles available, like however you want. So check with your local comic shop to see what
it didn't seem like there was a limit on the books at Cards, Comics, and Collectibles.
Yeah, but again, every shop is different.
Right.
So let's head back in and check out the store, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
So every shop does celebrate differently. There are shops where, like we just showed here, that, you know, there are a limit on how many free comic books you get. Some shops have no limit. So it all depends on the individual shop. Some shops have costume contests.
Yeah.
Some shops have artists signing. Some shops have sales. So we were just at Cards, Comics, and Collectibles. They had 50% off of all trade paperbacks, everything like that.
They
So
also had hot dogs.
they also had hot dogs, yes. So But yeah, let us know in the comments where you are celebrating Free Comic Book Day. And also, please be sure to, yeah, you can also pick up some from last year possibly. So be sure to share this to your social media. We are trying to boost our reach of Free Comic Book Day. We definitely want to get the word out about the awesome store. Alex Cutler, he goes to 2 stores, Legion Comics and Sanctum Tattoos and Comics in Birmingham. There's a tattoo and a comic shop.
Stop.
You could get
a perfect combination.
You could get a tattoo while you're reading comics. That's amazing.
You get your inspiration from the comics.
Yeah, get some like art, like straight out of there. And if
Natasha would love that. Yeah, she's got that whole sleeve.
All right. But yeah, this is Cards, Comics, and Collectibles. No. This is Collector's Card. This is your local comic shop.
This is my local comic shop. This is my friendly local comic shop. I like it here. This is the first comic shop I ever went to, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I'm excited to be back here for Free Comic Book Day.
Can you actually like show us around the store because you're familiar with this place? So.
Yeah, it's actually kind of different from the last time I was here. There's just a bunch of comics right here now. So all of the comics are in this room for the most part, and then there's collectibles in another room over there we can go look at.
Mm-hmm.
And then downstairs there's usually gaming, but Randy had mentioned maybe they might have creators down there.
They do. He was telling me about that. So. Uh-oh. You know I love me some Scotty Young Marvel animated style statues. So, but I actually already got this. This actually came out this week, I believe. There was this and a She-Hulk that also came out. But like, look at all like the DST statues. Actually, these are like more Gentle Giant. DST Gentle Giant, same difference.
I spied.
Uh-oh.
Even though I already have it.
What do you have? Oh, yep. Ashton's all about the Sandman. Speaking of comics, let us know what you are looking forward to reading or picking up for Free Comic Book Day. Yes, let us know in the comments what Free Comic Book Day titles you are looking forward to. But yeah, I mean, that's the good thing about coming to your local comic shop. It's like, it's not just comics. It's also like toys, collectibles, statues, Funko Pops as far as the eye can see. But, oh yes, there are exclusives that you can pick up today on Free Comic Book Day. You can pick up this Etrigan the Demon previews exclusive Funko Pop. There is the regular version. There is also a Chase Blacklight version. There he is. Look at that. That is super cool.
He probably looks awesome under a black light.
He does. We filmed it, and he looks super cool under a black light. There is also the Batman Dark Knights metal Batman Who Laughs and Robin. Those things are super freaky.
Super detailed too, though.
I know Beast Kingdom always does it up right though. So
they never miss.
But speaking of like toys and collectibles, there's actually like not more than just comics. You get at a local comic shop. You can find all kinds of toys and collectibles. And actually, here is a video that we have with our resident toy geek Natasha showing what kinds of toys and collectibles you can pick up this week at your friendly local comic shop.
Natasha here, and I'm going to give you a look at some of the new toys and collectibles in stores today. Didn't get enough? Want to see more? Then head over to previousworld.com/catalog to see what's available to pre-order at your local comic shop.
So, as Natasha said, you can head over to previousworld.com/catalog to see what you can pre-order from your previews catalog. However, if you want to see what's available this week, aside from the collectibles that Natasha just mentioned, you can go over to previousworld.com/new releases. Thank you, right there, to see what you can pick up this week. We have from like comics, collectibles, toys, graphic novels, t-shirts, apparel, all kinds of stuff.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Yes.
So sign me up for all of them.
Telling you for everything.
I will.
So speaking of the sales, we were mentioning earlier how every let me flip over to the front-facing camera, the back camera actually. There we go. So we were saying how every shop celebrates differently. There are sales that each shop has going on. Here at Collector's Corner, 20% off of nearly all merchandise. Action figures, whatnot. 50% off new comics on New Comic Wall. 75% off all bag and border variant covers, and 70% off of used graphic novels, manga, and all that. So there's all kinds of stuff, deals that you can find at your friendly local comic shop, especially if you're trying to find something to read, like you don't know where to start. I think always a good place to start is like the graphic novel wall.
Absolutely.
Right?
I think for sure. Because you get kind of a whole story in there, or you get like enough issues to really get a taste of what you're getting, and it's a full story all at once. You can kind of binge it, like we talked about at Collector's Corner.
We are
Collector's
You mean Parks Comics? We're getting our C's mixed up.
I know, right?
There's too many C's.
But it's like you can binge it. If you get a graphic novel, you get a trade, you get a bunch of issues all at once, you can binge it and get yourself real excited, get yourself real hyped.
And that's the thing, though. It's like, I was reading comics back in the 90s, back during like Image shakeup was happening when Todd McFarlane and Jim Lee and Eric Larson and all of them kind of left Marvel and went to former Image Comics. So just recently picked up comics like about 6-7 years ago, and I was like, what has happened? When did Professor X die? When did Jean die? When did all spoilers. When did all this happen? So like picking up a graphic novel is like the perfect way to catch up with your stories.
Get it all at once. Oh, man, the boys.
A lot of boys. Archie. There's your section. Archie.
Where is it? Why can't I see it? Oh my god. Looking too close. What? I don't have this one.
You've never had that? That's like the first one. That was the first Archie horror title.
I read it, but I don't own it. I got it from the library at Diamond.
Okay.
So I had to give it back. Oh, they have a lot of like... Hey, we did an episode of The Panel.
Yep.
For Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. This one's really good. Literally cannot say enough good stuff about Archie horror specifically. I'm annoying, but it's a great concept.
It is. I mean, there is literally a comic book for everyone.
Right.
I mean, if you want one of our favorite stories about, terrorizing AI.
Oh God,
Sentient AI.
I'm nervous about that.
I've been hearing a lot about this one, actually. Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, because there's like a movie or something that's coming out with like Seth Rogen based on this. And this also has a free comic book day title.
It is, yeah.
This week.
So you can try it out. See if it works for you before you commit to getting a full graphic novel. That's kind of the beauty of free comic book day, right?
Yep.
Try to bunch of stuff before you commit all the way with your dollars.
Why does this thing look like the most adorable plague doctor ever? I know it's not, but it does look like it would be.
I'm also having a really hard time concentrating because they're playing Radio Gaga in here, and it's a banger.
I hope that we're not going to get flagged for copyright, because we're going to try and talk over that. So.
Right. All right. What else? Oh, here's the manga. I also want to make sure we get in to see the
collectibles and stuff. Yeah. But again, as you're watching, please be sure to tag your friendly local comic shop, or just let us know where you're celebrating Free Comic Book Day. Mm-hmm. And use hashtag FCBD, Free Comic Book Day, and hashtag SupportYourLCS, because we do want to support those mom and pop comic shops. Because the majority of these comic shops are mom and pop shops. They're not owned by big conglomerates or anything like that. There is no Best Buy of comic stores, is there?
No, there's no chain. Everything's owned by somebody in your community.
Yep.
So shop local. You shop local when you shop at a comic shop.
I do. Oh, toys.
Nerd heaven.
Now you're in my... Oh my gosh. He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Castle Grayskull from the 80s. I have not been in here in so long. I've forgotten how many amazing much stuff they have here. There's something for everyone at your friendly local comic shop. Oh, Stan says he can't hear the music whatsoever. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect.
Good. Okay, good.
That's what I like to hear.
Funko Pops, as far as the eye can see.
Oh, it's in his original armor before it's all Beskar.
Oh, before Beskar. Cool.
Yeah. I finally watched the season finale last night. It was so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, Troy said, it's so Star Wars-y, and that's 100% accurate. I also cried some really very real nerd tears over the fate of the Darksaber.
Oh, yeah. True.
And also, Baby Yoda saving the day at the end. Grogu, sorry. I feel like I'll get hit in the comments for that. Every time I say the words Baby Yoda, I get corrected.
But we know who it is.
So
It just sounds cuter than Grogu.
Grogu. Oh my god, he got his own name.
Look at that. See, that's the kind of face you see on Free Comic Book Day. Like, oh my gosh, look at this. This exists.
This is so cool. I didn't know they did these because they did the whole line with like Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar and Grimace,
yep.
which Johnny got me the Grimace.
Oh, shoot. Remember, we had a conversation about Batmite too on the show.
Like recently, yeah.
Yeah, not too long ago.
If you see the Hamburglar, let me know because I'll probably acquire that.
You wasn't getting that.
He's a close second, but Grimace is number one. He's also a nugget, and I won't hear anything about it.
Well, because it was part of the story. Like it was a story arc that responds throughout time.
All throughout time.
Oh, what?
Full set. That's so cool.
Golden Arches Unlimited exclusive.
Oh my god. Exclusive McDonald's merch. I'm not mad about it.
I think downstairs with the team. Yeah.
These Migos? No. All comic book creators and guests downstairs.
Oh.
Let's go say hi. I didn't know there was a basement in here either. Maybe we can find Pee-wee's bicycle.
One can only.
In the Alamo, in the basement.
Like you just said, like your big question to me that I have a VHS.
Star Wars.
Stop it. Is that the one? Oh, it's the first one.
Heir of the Empire, yep.
Do I might get. I feel like I'm having too much fun today.
Further proving you never know what you're going to find at your friendly local comic shop.
Yo, this would be so cool to read ahead of like the Ahsoka series.
Yep. And Riley brings up a good point. He's got the lower third saying if you don't know where you can find a local comic shop, you can go to freecomicbookday.com/store locator to find a participating comic shop near you. Just type in your zip code.
Zip code.
Zip code. I got it right this
Zip
time.
code, yep.
Yep. Not your area code. You can type in your phone number. You know, that's not going to take you anywhere.
I'm hanging on to this.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What'd you get? Heir to the Empire.
Yes.
Nice. Legends. That's the new terminology that they're doing with Star Wars content.
I want to brush up on this before Ahsoka comes out.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Good find. You pointed it out.
I haven't read any of the Star Wars books. The only one I read was Death Troopers, when like the stormtroopers are like zombies. There's like a big like plague or something like that, and the stormtroopers become like flesh-eating monsters and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How?
Don't remember. It's been years since I've read
But
it.
like,
So.
the
There's like
helmet situation.
they're like broken away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the logistics if you can't tell.
It would be a very poor zombie if a stormtrooper can't like have access to actually
Whacking you in the face with its face.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I do love tiki stuff.
Ooh. That's a neat find.
It's a Polynesian design coloring book? Oh my gosh. I kind of want this.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty awesome. As long as it's not the Kill Bill whistle, that would make me scared.
I will be hightailing it out of here if I hear that.
Yeah. DVDs. Oh my gosh.
Wait, is this the one with the Rock? Is this like his first foray into acting?
No,
in
it was
WWE?
the Mummy, Scorpion King.
Was before this?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. Okay, well,
Let me know in the comments if I'm right about that.
I'm sure you are. I have no recollection of that movie in any capacity. I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, it was like The Mummy 2, the second one with Brendan Fraser. It's like where he first plays like the Scorpion King. That was his very first acting. Not the actual Scorpion King movie, which was a sequel or prequel to that story.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are right then.
Yep.
Okay. The Aristocats, the classic.
And then we have comic creators down here.
Funniest thing ever.
Makes the shivers, so he's.
Is it a series?
It's going to be.
It's been so I can't believe I never knew there was a basement here.
Right.
I do want to give a shout out to like all the local comic shops in the area because like while we're just went to Cards Comics Collectibles earlier, we're Collector's Corner now, but we have to give a mention to who else is in the area. We have Mike and the gang over at Alternate Worlds
Right.
in Cockeysville. We have Steve Anderson down at Third Eye Comics,
Yep.
who are celebrating 15 years anniversary today. We have
Cosmic
Comics. That's down there in Natasha's way.
Yeah. Chuck in Dundalk.
What's his store?
Chuck's Comics.
Oh, okay. So then there's also Comics with Astonish, which I have in Columbia, Maryland. There is. I'm trying to remember what else is in there. I don't want to like miss anyone, but I can't remember what else.
There's another Collector's Corner up in Bel Air.
I'm from Bel Air. That's true.
I'm about to just put my zip code in to freecomicbookday.com/store-locator.
But again, if you're watching, please make sure you shout out your local comic shop. And to find a participating comic shop, you can go to freecomicbookday.com/store-locator. And for those who are just watching or joining, may not know what Free Comic Book Day is, we have a little video prepared to show you exactly what Free Comic Book Day is about. So let's watch that video.
Every year, the first Saturday in May, the entire industry, retailers all across the fruited plain, hold what is called Free Comic Book Day. And that is where they invite families to meet comic creators, they hand out free books, and it's just a big family fun day for all.
Free Comic Book Day is a day of celebration of our hobby and brings in people that do not usually come in and frequent a comic shop.
A new generation of readers can't be anything but good, and so Free Comic Book Day provides an opportunity to make or create new readers and new fans, which is incredible. It's great.
If you don't participate in Free Comic Book Day each and every year when the retailers are giving you that opportunity to just come by, get a look at some really cool stuff that's going to be coming out as far as preview comics, it's a disservice to yourself.
It opens doors to people who don't really read comics because there's so many different genres out there besides just heroes and capes. And when someone doesn't really know that and they go into Free Comic Book Day and they see other things that are different genres, they start seeing the genres they like horror or comedy.
The best thing is seeing families come in with their kids and the way it's become sort of like a family event. I think that's really nice.
I love it personally because it brings people in that might ordinarily not pick up a comic, might not read a comic. There's the old adage, oh, comics are for kids. No, come in, grab a free comic book. It should be a national holiday.
And ultimately, we want to grow our readership, grow our industry, and basically make content that's going to make your day because it makes our day.
I think Free Comic Day is one of the most important days as a comic book professional. Being able to chance to meet fans, and it's all about freedom and having fun. And really, in a lot of ways, it's celebrating what we love. That's what Free Comic Day is.
So that, again, is what Free Comic Book Day is all about. Just celebrating community, getting people together. We've already said earlier that that's one of the best things about Free Comic Book Day is all the people that come together for the love of the hobby.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you can see like family bringing out their kids. It's like trying to find new things to read.
Yeah, I just ran into some old friends from high school. That was awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was so cool. I haven't seen them in a while. It was great to catch up with them.
And there we go. Bringing people together.
Exactly.
Like, you know, the community. I haven't seen people in a long time. So
Think about it.
let's head back upstairs and see like my bicycle. There's some of the.
Yes, the jail.
I know. It does look like the jail shot. Like, it's dangerous when I go into a comic shop. I'm just like, I want so much stuff.
Right. Like, I'm drooling over here over everything. I'm real worried I'm going to see something that's art. Like, if I see a Jughead statue, like, it's on site. I have to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Jughead you got me for Christmas is
Oh, yeah.
so cool.
Isn't that spot on, though?
Yes.
It's like, I know my audience. Old toys. Like, some of the comic shops have, like, old toys. Like, old Masters of the Universe toys.
Yeah, like actual old stuff.
It depends on the shop, though. Some shops deal mostly in new stuff. Some have, like, old vintage stuff. So you never know what you're going to find at your friendly local comic shop. You might even find this guy.
You never know.
Protector of the comic shop. And a lot of comic shops also have games as well. So if you love board games, be sure to stop by and see what they have for that.
Man, one of my favorite things is to torture my friends with board games. I love board games. I used to play board games by myself. When I was little, I would like play multiple characters, but now I have friends. And now I like to make my friends play board games against their will.
Now we have friends.
Like, you want to play Catan for 6 hours? Great.
Or start a campaign for D&D.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can find miniatures at your friendly local game store.
Let's get in a fight. Nothing will start a fight quicker than a board game with your friends.
Which, by the way, I was looking at TikTok and I saw a funny video one time in terms of like Dungeons and Dragons. And someone said that, say you come across an enemy and they're wearing dragon scale armor.
Okay.
You could do like a spell, something like reanimate dead, and it turns their armor back into the live dragon.
Ooh.
And then like eviscerate your enemy.
I didn't like that. I felt that on my skin when you said that. Ugh.
We do have to mention that one of the sponsors of Free Comic Book Day, our presenting sponsor, is TCG Player. So Ashton, tell us a little bit about TCG Player.
So Free Comic Book Day 2023 is presented by TCG Player. They're really cool because they're a marketplace for trading cards, comics, collectibles, all of that cool stuff. And they're a leading marketplace. And the really cool thing about them is they partner with your local comic book shop. So you're buying from your local comic book shop, you're just doing it online. They help streamline the process so that you can buy comics from your shop even without being physically in your shop.
Awesome. So thank you to TCG Player for being a presenting sponsor of Free Comic Book Day, May 6, 2023, today. The happiest day of the year for a free comic book fan, or for a comic book fan. I mean, it's the only day if you're a free comic book fan, but
it's the best nerd day of the year.
To get free comics. We also have to make sure that people know that not every single comic in a store is free. I think that might be a common misconception.
Oh, sorry. I got sidetracked by this grass for like D&D.
Oh yeah, for miniatures. For like,
look at all these different grasses. Sorry. What were we saying?
I don't know.
Oh.
Stay off the grass.
All of the comics in the shop aren't free, right? It's not every single book in the shop. It's the selection, the 42.
42.
I feel like I've
12 gold and 30 silver.
Got myself stressed out. So you get those 42 titles absolutely free. Those are no buy-in required. You get them for free just for showing up. But shops do pay for the comics they give out for free. So if you have the means, I recommend buying something while you're there just to show some support, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And speaking, using hashtag FCBD and hashtag SupportYourLCS. So let us know in the comments, aside from Alex Cutler, who has already let us know who his local comic shop is. Oh, and speaking of the tattoos, it said, yes, you can get tattoos and read comics at the same time. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
So, but speaking of the comics, we wanted to show you the comics that you can get. So here's a video that shows the full amount of titles that you can pick up for free at participating local comic shops.
Hey comic book fans, Ashton here for Free Comic Book Day. The day is finally here. Free Comic Book Day 2023 is happening today. For this year's event, we have an incredible lineup of comics you can get absolutely free at your participating local comic shop. As a refresher, let's run down the list of the 12 gold sponsor titles. Those were the 12 gold sponsor comics available at all participating comic shops as part of today's Free Comic Book Day festivities. But that's not all. There are plenty more comic books you can pick up for free today. So let's take a look at the rest of the titles. There you have it. The 12 gold sponsor titles, together with the 30 silver sponsor titles, make up the 42 comic books you can get absolutely free at your participating local comic shop as part of the Free Comic Book Day celebrations. Head over to freecomicbookday.com for more info on all of the books and to find a participating comic book shop near you. Then, get out there and grab some free comics.
So there you have it. That is the list of...
I'm like hanging out in the background, sorry.
I'm trying... There we go.
Hi, guys.
There we go.
This is a great show.
I'm trying to... There we go. Okay. So there are how many comics, Ashton?
42.
42 titles that you can get for free today. Free Comic Book Day at your local comic shop. I can't not. There we go.
There it is.
42 comics you can get for free today at your friendly local comic shop. To see the full list, you can go to freecomicbookday.com/. Is there just a an address? You can find it there, right?
I mean, if you go to the Free Comic Book Day website, there's a toolbar at the top, and it says comics.
Yeah.
First choice is comics. Click on that, and it'll show you the full list.
So let us know what you are actually looking forward to picking up today in the comments. Ooh, we have another commenter. We have Photolope 842. Hello.
Yeah, Photolopes. Hi.
Hi. Where are you? Let us know where you were celebrating at.
And since we just looked at the full list of titles, I want to ask you guys what books you are looking forward to getting today of the Free Comic Book Day books specifically. Which titles are you trying to get your hands on? You know, I was all about the Archie book. I also grabbed Seismic Stories. What did you pick up?
I picked up.
I saw you with a stack.
I had a stack of pretty much. I got most everything, so I did want to make sure I picked up something for the little one. So I got the Dogman and Friends title. There was a Sonic the Hedgehog title that they had from previous years.
Right.
So sometimes you can actually find titles from previous years. What else is there? There's kid stuff. I know like the kid friendly titles are the ones in green.
Yes.
So there's I wish I could remember. There was just too many. There was like so many titles. I picked up a little bit of everything.
Most of this year's titles is all ages titles, so
Yeah.
that was the main thing you grabbed. It probably was the bulk of your stack.
Yeah, so if you go onto like freecomicbookday.com and you can see a list of like all the titles that are there based on like rating system. So green, blue, and red. And we actually have it broken down based on like, you know, here's all the green titles, here's all the blue. So be sure if you're a parent taking your little ones out there to Free Comic Book Day that you pay attention to those rating systems because we don't want the little ones getting their hands on the red titles.
It's happened in the past.
It happened in the past. So that's why we developed this system.
Yep.
So, we also got to like give mention of the Free Comic Book Day exclusive shirts by this year's commemorative artist Laura Braga.
Yes.
So there it is. That is I think she knocked it out of the park. So she really just did a great job on this. She's an Italian artist, right?
Yeah, it's really impressive too because like I emailed her and I asked her if she would be willing to make this year's Free Comic Book Day t-shirt design, and I didn't give her any direction other than just whatever you feel like captures the spirit of Free Comic Book Day.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes up with this, just with the phrase "spirit of Free Comic Book Day," and I feel like she captured it perfectly.
Yeah, you hold this. I always tend to go with the regular Free Comic Book Day shirt. This is like timeless.
Mm-hmm.
Angle it down. There we go.
Oh,
remember the button on the back?
I did not remember the button on the back.
So this is I love this because there have been plenty of times when I've worn this out in public and just start a conversation. People are like, "What is Free Comic Book Day?" I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you."
You about to learn something.
Yes. And then people find out, like, how can I get involved? You know, it's like stop by your friendly local comic shop. Be sure you support those mom and pop comic shops because, like we said earlier, these are mom and pop shops. There is no like Best Buy of comic shops. No, not many big store chains. At least
Also,
not that I know of. There may be a few that have a couple stores, but for the most part, they're all independently owned.
There's no Barnes and Noble situation.
Yeah.
Let's see the hat too while we're doing
hat.
a fashion
Be sure
show.
to go on hashtag Free Comic Book Day, FCBD, or hashtag Support Your Local Comic Shop.
Yeah.
And then we have that.
Yes.
Which I feel like a dad wearing it this way.
Yeah, it's a little dad vibes that way for sure.
So I wear it this way, it look like a little bit cooler.
Yeah, 100%.
There we go. Let's see. Anyone else commenting in here? Yes. Please let us know where you are celebrating for local Free Comic Book Day. But we have Ashton picking up something.
You know, they always say don't judge a book by its cover. I do that all the time, specifically in comic book shops.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like unless you know what you're looking for, you kind of have to judge a book by the cover.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? You know, I can like walk by here. Like this is like eye catching. It's like, oh, I wonder what this. Paper Girl is actually, by the way, really good story. Now original series on Prime, but we did an episode of the panel about that as well. What's the one that you were just looking at? I just saw it here. No, I was looking at Chew.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh no, CHEW. I was looking at the other one. This is about the main character's sister, but the CHEW is about Tony Chu, CHU, where have you ever heard about that story? Okay, so he's a Chibopath, which basically means that if he eats something, he can kind of tell the story behind it, like how it died and all that. Oh. So he's a private detective solving murders.
Why is this the second time today I've had a book recommended to me about cannibalism?
I did not know that.
Yeah, Dorsey at Cards, Comics, and Collectibles. He said Plush was like cannibals meets furries.
Uh-huh.
And now you're like, read this book about eating people to figure out why they die.
Oh no, we need a break from like the artificial intelligence conversation that we keep having.
We do need to break from it. I also want to point out, since we were talking about the panel, we did an episode of Saga too.
That's true. That's right.
Saga is 100% worth the hype.
Oh,
it deserves all the hype.
Echolands. I've heard good things about that too.
I read the first issue of Echolands and it's phenomenal.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, Troy passed it to me and it was really good. The art's insane.
Speaking of which, as you're watching this, let us know in the comment section like some titles that we should read, because I'm always looking for new books to read.
I love a reading recommendation.
Yeah, so give us some reading recommendations of like titles that you love. So I'm always looking for new stuff to read. But speaking of the conversation of Saga, there are other kinds of video content that we do. And one of the things that we do is with you and Troy Jeffrey Allen every Wednesday, called Previews World Weekly, streaming live to the Free Comic Book Day Facebook, as well as Previews World on Facebook and YouTube, where we basically talk about what comics are coming out this week. We do some nerd news. We do some crazy polls that mean absolutely nothing.
Correct.
We do that every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, and that's over at Previews World on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and also on the Free Comic Book Day Facebook as well.
There you go.
So I know we'll get it out there eventually. But I think that's basically it for now. Yeah, I think we want to like do some shopping now, and that's one of the reasons why. Thank you for sticking with us. We were a little late starting the stream because we got held up looking through comics at the other store and eating hot dogs.
Looking for comics and eating hot dogs. You can't blame us.
But please go visit your friendly local comic shop. Support them on Free Comic Book Day. As we said earlier, your mom and pop shops that you're going to on Free Comic Book Day actually pay for the free comics that they're giving out. So you want to make sure that you support them. Go in there, browse their graphic novel wall, buy some collectibles, show them how much you love them. Show them how much you love their fandoms. Like you love Doctor Who, Star Wars, dystopian futures, which is,
I do love a dystopian future. It's true.
Yes, you do. Archie horror.
Also true.
Whatever. There is like literally something for everyone at your friendly local comic shop. So be sure to go there, support them. And anything else you want to say about as we wrap this up for Free Comic Book Day?
It is the best day of the year, and it's once a year, so don't miss it. Today's your chance. Shops usually have extended hours, so if you're just getting started, got plenty of time to get out there.
Yep. And again, like different shops celebrate different ways. Some will have costume contests. Some will have artists signing things. Some will have sales. That's a great point about the sales, because it's the perfect time to go and buy graphic novels that you may not want to like buy otherwise. Because I remember a couple years ago, we all know how much I love Scotty Young.
Yes.
Scotty Young did the Wizard of Oz series a while back. It's like one of his early things that kind of got him like that gave him notoriety.
Yeah.
Big, thick omnibus, like $150.
Hardcover or soft cover?
Hardcover, I think.
Oh man, that's probably expensive.
$150 or so, but like on a Free Comic Book Day, you like knock that down. It's half off. It's a great time to pick up, omnibuses or actually I'm seeing something right here. The toys of oh my gosh.
Johnny's eye just finds He-Masters.
He-Man Masters of the Universe.
He-Man, sorry.
He-Masters?
I had He-Man in my head and I kept saying Masters of the Universe on that. It came out as He-Masters. Sorry.
It's okay.
Not once, but twice.
But
Did I say it wrong?
That's all right. Thank you everyone for watching. We appreciate it. Please stop by your friendly local comic shop today. Support them. And happy Free Comic Book Day, everyone.
Do it up.
See ya.